Hello, this is Jason Clement, Technical Sales Manager at Isonas, and welcome to the Certification Training Module. This module is on door groups. Our course objectives are learn why door groups are important to Isonas programming and ease of system management, learn how to create and manage door groups, and cover tracking zones and anti-passback. So what is a door group? A door group is, surprise, a group of doors that will have an action applied to the doors in that group. A single door can be in multiple door groups. For example, we would use door groups when the doors a certain group of people have access to, so we group all of the doors and we just give that group of people access to those doors. The doors that will be locked down in a school during a lockdown scenario. For example, we may not want certain interior doors locked down, but all of the exterior doors. Doors that may be on an unlocked schedule during working hours and locked after hours. And a group of doors for a building that lead in and out of the building that we want to track who is inside that building. The door groups are similar to Active Directory for those of you that are familiar with that. This way we do not have to give individual permissions. Individual permissions are very difficult to manage and can lead to database and compile issues. So permissions, actions, and trackings will trigger door groups. So here's a door group example. Company ABC has office employees, warehouse employees, and management. Office and warehouse employees have a group of doors each has access to. Some of these are the same, providing access to the cafeteria. Management has access to all doors. We'll create 3 door groups. Door group A for the warehouse employees, door group B for the office employees, and door group C with all the doors for the management. We'll see this when we jump into the software, and again we'll be building upon these group examples. So let's quickly review tracking zones. In this scenario, we have Lab 1 and Lab 2. These handle dangerous chemicals, so security needs to know who is in either of those rooms at any time. We'll place card readers both on the inside and the outside of the door. Note they are not directly on the other side of the wall from each other. Proximity readers being too close can cause interference. We create a door group for Lab 1 in and out doors and one for Lab 2 in and out doors and turn on tracking zones for that group. When a person reads in, they are logged in, and when they read out, they are logged out. This requires training on a part of the end user for their employees to ensure that they are reading properly. We can take this one step further and turn on anti-passback. If a person exits without reading, a person cannot be locked in the room due to fire code. Anti-passback would restrict them from entering a tracking zone again. They would have to call security and have them reset their tracking zone status. Please note that in both of these scenarios for tracking zones and anti-passback, the Isonas devices must be run in host mode. So in DBadmin, let's take a look at our doors and door groups. We'll click on doors and go to door groups and doors. Here we can see a list of all of our doors and all of our door groups on the left hand side. We don't have any door groups yet because we haven't created any. So let's go ahead and create a door group. We'll click on our insert button and what area do we want it assigned to. And remember, areas are basically partitions for different users to administrate different parts of the systems. We'll leave this on common since we don't have any areas within this system. We'll go ahead and give this a name. It's our office door group. Do we want the tracking zone turned on? Remember, this would be for telling who is inside the building and who is out. And do we want to enable anti-passback? We don't want either of those for this example, so we'll leave them unchecked. And we'll click OK. Now we'll go over here and we'll highlight our office door group and notice that our buttons have lit up to add doors or remove doors. So we can add all doors or remove all doors from the group, but we want to add some individual doors. So we'll add office door number 1, office door number 2, and the office people will have access to the cafeteria door as well, so we'll add that one. As we expand our list out, this door group has a cafeteria door, office door number 1, and office door number 2. So we want to create a couple other door groups, so we'll go back up here and click on our main door group icon, and we'll click insert again. We'll leave that area common again, and we'll go to warehouse door group. Oops. We'll highlight our warehouse door group, and we'll go ahead and add in the warehouse doors. Warehouse door number 1, warehouse door number 2, and our cafeteria door. When we expand the list out, we see that we've got the cafeteria door, warehouse number 1, and warehouse number 2. Notice that we have the cafeteria door in both groups because a door can be in multiple door groups. We need to create one more door group for our management that can access anything. Technically, you could just give the management group access to both the office door group and the warehouse door group. However, they would have overlapping rights to the cafeteria door, and we want to avoid overlapping rights. So we'll go ahead and insert a new door group, which will be our manager's door group. Okay, highlight our manager's door group, and now we can actually just add all to the group because we're adding all the doors. So we click on the list, and we've added all the doors into that door group. On our right hand side, we can see door group membership by clicking on the doors themselves. So if we want to see which door group's office door number 1 is in, we can see that it's in the manager's door group and the office door group. So when you have a larger system where you have multiple doors and multiple door groups, it's easy to track down which door is in which group. So it's as simple as that to create door groups. Remember, a door can be in multiple door groups. This makes administration much easier. As we can see, we have a manager door group, an office door group, and a warehouse door group. So let's review our course objectives. We discussed why door groups are important to Isonas programming and ease of management. We want to group everything together logically instead of trying to give individual permissions. Individual permissions cause a lot of overhead in the system, both in management and for compiling and database issues. We went into the software and we created some door groups, and we saw how to manage those door groups. And we reviewed tracking zones and anti-passback. Thank you for attending this course, and we hope it was beneficial to you. Have a great day.